Hey, what's up, everybody? Noor Kid Y here, letting go with Noor. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, I'm closing in on 3 years sober. Yeah, I'm super excited and proud of myself. And I just want to share some things that I really learned about myself from 3 years of being sober. And I want to kind of talk about emotional regulation because that's the biggest thing I realized I was drinking for. Now, I wasn't an alcoholic, but I was a lush. I used to drink multiple times a week, and I'm a comedian, a stand-up comedian, so I used to get it like for free and be around it all the time, so it was very difficult for me to say no. So I ended up drinking consistently and multiple times a week, and it was affecting my health, and worse, it was affecting my mental health. Just emotionally, it was really wrecking me, and I just never saw it. And the one thing I realized is, even now looking back on it, I was using alcohol as a way to soothe my emotional pain. And it took me a couple of years after quitting alcohol to start really seeing this process, because the one thing that we do is like we drink to soothe this emotional pain inside of us, which we might not even be that conscious of, because we so don't want to feel that pain, that's why we like go and run to a drink really quickly. That's why a craving comes up to be like, I don't want to feel that pain. And so we run to a drink, and the thing that the drink does is a depressant. So we all of a sudden like depress all our feelings, and because of that, you kind of start feeling good. You're like, all right, I feel better. That's because that like underlying feeling of anxiety, or like, for it's kind of different for all of us, but whatever that underlying feeling that you don't want to feel and you don't like in your life, you calm that down temporarily, and you're like, okay, there you go, I feel good now, the drink worked, kind of thing. But the thing is, in the body, everything's balanced. So if you put a depressant in there, your body fights it by putting a stimulant. So your body starts creating these stimulants, which are kind of like adrenalines. I'm not a biochemist, but like it's creating the opposite thing of a depressant, and it's just creating those kind of hormones in your system. So that's why once the alcohol wears off in the middle of the night, all these stimulants are there. And that's why it's hard to get good sleeps when you're on alcohol, and that's why people talk about having anxiety the next day. And for me, anxiety was my biggest thing I was trying to drink away. So I would drink away that anxiety, and then the next day, because I put all these depressants in my system, my system was creating all these anxious hormones, and now I have even worse anxiety, which I go on to try to drink away the next day, especially when I have shows, because I'm a comedian, I have shows. I don't want to be on stage like an anxious mess, so I want to go have a beer or two. And sometimes that anxiety was so hard to drink away, I would end up having like 5 beers, because it was just like the anxiety was that strong. So it took me a while to realize this after quitting, because you quit and now you no longer have this this thing that you're soothing yourself with. But the thing is, we still don't want to feel those emotions. So after quitting, I immediately started going into finding different ways to soothe myself. And the main thing for me, to be honest, was like my phone. And because I ended up quitting weed, because weed was actually the worst for me, for my anxiety. It just made it worse, especially this new weed of the Canadian government. I don't know what the hell they're putting in that shit, but like it just gives you like a panic attack every time you smoke it, but whatever. Anyways, I ended up quitting all of that stuff, going completely sober, but this anxiety was still there, and I started soothing it with usually like just numbing myself on my phone, and or using food, where you end up like overeating, because they're like, okay, I get this craving for my food, so now I'm distracted because I got this craving, and then I go and eat this food, and it's like really rich fast food, or it's like sugary whatever, and it's junk food, and like you're just kind of eating it unconsciously, but that's distracting. And then you're like, feel like shit afterwards, and then that's distracting. So you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling these emotions that you're running away from. So I finally started to learn how to face these emotions and allow them to rise up and allow them to leave me. And when you can do that in a sober way, without having to have a drink, without having to smoke weed or whatever it is, it just became like, I just felt so much more empowered. And now I start feeling happier all the time. And this natural happiness is coming to me. And that's why I start hearing, like, when people talk about being drunk on life, I get it. All these hormones, like, when you drink, you're just creating hormones that give you like a nice feeling. But you can create all of these hormones and stuff without having a single drink. You don't need a single drink. It's really that true. You have to develop some self-awareness and develop that inner awareness. And that's how you can like feel these emotions and allow them to come up and allow them to leave. And when you do like let go of them, you're no longer going to have these emotions that you're constantly trying to soothe. So you're not going to keep running back to these vices. You might be able to have a healthier relationship with them, maybe. I have zero interest in going back to drinking, to be honest. Even though I think I could probably have a healthier relationship with it, but like I just kind of know what it is now, and so I have zero interest to going back. But that was one big thing. And I'll tell you this, my channel is called Letting Go because I follow the Letting Go method by David R. Hawkins. It's very similar to tons of different methods out there. But it's basically when you feel these negative emotions arising, kind of sit with them and maybe sit in a little silent meditation, calm yourself, take a deep breath, feel the emotion in your body, because you'll notice that all these emotions have sensations in the body. And when you're drinking all the time, you're numbing those sensations, so you might not even be aware of them. But when you're fully present and you have some awareness, feel that emotion in you. Allow that emotion wherever it is in your body, just allow it to be. Don't try to resist it. You'll notice that you have a tendency to try to resist it. Maybe you tense up, maybe you try to run away from it by like looking at your phone, or maybe you just try to shift your attention away from it because you don't like it. Whatever it is, just don't resist it. Allow it to just be. And sometimes because you allow it to be, it might end up growing stronger. And that's fine. That means it's like you're giving it space to come out. And that's the beauty of it. When you start giving it space to come out, when you stop judging it, when you stop resisting it, it ends up leaving your system slowly. Sometimes it takes a lot of time, like multiple weeks doing the practice. Sometimes it happens quickly, but this is just the practice that you should have as an ongoing practice of just being able to sit quietly with yourself and develop that inner awareness, which will grow and grow. And every day you can develop it. Some days you'll notice emotions in you, which you can focus on and put your awareness on and allow them to release. Other days you'll just feel amazing and you'll start to grow that inner awareness in you, feel your energy rising, and eventually amazing stuff like joy and like happiness and like long-lasting stuff will start popping up in you and springing from you when your energy system starts clearing out. So that's kind of been my journey with alcohol. I kind of hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you're on the path, stick with it, guys. And if you're still drinking, you know, try not to have shame with your drink when you're drinking, because I know when I'm trying to quit, when I was trying to quit, I would sometimes fall off, and then I would have shame, like what the hell's wrong with myself, kind of thing. But that shame is just a lower emotion that pushes you even deeper into that hole, and then that's another emotion you're going to try to soothe. So when you fall off, if you did fall off, just jump back on the wagon. I don't know if that's how they say it, but yeah, take it as a setback, but you can jump back on and stay strong. I wish you the best, guys. Like and subscribe, and if you are interested in these letting go videos, please like and subscribe, because I teach about this constantly and come at it from many different angles so you can truly embody it. Thanks, guys. Peace.